Have you ever wondered why Japan, despite being a small country with no huge reserves of oil, gold, or diamonds, managed to become one of the biggest economic powers in the world? The explanation isn't just about technological advances or military discipline. There's something much deeper, rooted in their culture, that changed the way the Japanese people look at money. This secret survived wars, crises, natural disasters, and it's still alive today, passed down from generation to generation. It is not something you will find on the cover of Forbes or in some miracle online course. But if you have the courage to apply it, this secret can completely transform your financial life. Before I reveal how it works, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, because what you'll be about to hear could be the turning point between staying broke and finally starting your journey toward financial freedom. This secret is called Kakeibo. Created at the beginning of the 20th century by Motoko Hani, Japan's first female journalist, Kakeibo started as a simple method to help housewives manage household expenses. But over time, it became something much bigger, a philosophy of life. Kakeibo isn't just about writing down how much you spend, but about thinking before you spend. While in the West, most people get their paycheck rushed to pay bills, buy whatever they can, and then wonder where their money went. In Japan, the logic is reversed. First you reflect, then you decide, and only then do you spend. That small difference is exactly what keeps thousands of Japanese families out of the endless debt cycle. Now imagine applying this to your life. How many times have you bought something on impulse, a dinner you didn't need, a new phone that could have waited, a subscription you forgot to cancel? Those small leaks may seem harmless, but when added up, they represent hundreds or even thousands of dollars wasted every month. Kakeibo fights exactly that because it forces you to ask, do I really need this? Will this improve my life, or is it just a temporary desire? That daily reflection creates such powerful discipline that it rewires the way you handle money. It's like reprogramming your brain to save without suffering. But the Japanese secret goes beyond writing things down. It connects money with emotion. In Japan, they understand that unconscious spending is often the result of poorly managed emotions, anxiety, envy, boredom, even social pressure. Kakeibo pushes you to ask, what was I feeling when I bought this? That self-analysis brings clarity, shows patterns, and gives you control over your choices. It's not just about saving money, it's about understanding yourself. And once you know yourself, you can control yourself. And once you control yourself, you can get rich. Now let's talk about something uncomfortable, consumerism. In the US and across the West, people with low income often try to show off things they can't really afford. It's the brand new iPhone financed over 24 months, the leased car with a monthly payment that eats half the paycheck, or the designer clothes bought on maxed out credit cards, all just to prove to others they have value. But the average Japanese person has no shame in looking simple. They wear basic clothes, take public transportation, live in modest homes, and save quietly. And then, out of nowhere, you find out that this simple neighbor has quietly built $1 million net worth. Why? Because they understood something most Westerners haven't. Real wealth doesn't need to be shown off. It needs to be built. Here's the provocation. Do you really need to earn more to get rich, or do you need to learn how to spend less and smarter? Many people say, I'll start saving when I make more. But that's the biggest lie you can tell yourself, because if you can't save $100, you won't save $1,000 either. The problem isn't the amount, it's the mindset. The Japanese secret proves it. Kakeibo organizes expenses into 4 categories: needs, wants, culture, and unexpected expenses. When you start tracking everything this way, you quickly realize where your money is really going. Many people discover they spend more on wants than on needs, more on luxuries than on things that bring real value. And that realization changes everything. Because when you see on paper that 40% of your paycheck went to fast food, trendy clothes, or weekend drinks, you can't stay in denial anymore. The shock of reality forces change. Another key difference: in Japan, saving money is not seen as a sacrifice, but as an act of respect for the future. Every coin saved is an investment in tomorrow's peace of mind. While in the US, saving is often framed as deprivation, in Japan it's wisdom. And that mentality is exactly what allowed Japanese families to survive through wars, recessions, and natural disasters. Financial discipline was the anchor that kept them afloat when everything else collapsed. Now think about this. What if you applied that same discipline in your life? Imagine if every month you managed to save just 10% of your income, no matter how little it is. In 1 year, you'd already have an emergency fund. In 5 years, you'd have a solid base for investments. In 10 years, you could be reaping results that today seem impossible. But most people keep waiting to start, and waiting is the biggest trap of all. There's also something deeply cultural. In Japan, being in debt is seen as shameful, while in the US it's common to see families drowning in credit card debt, car loans, or even payday loans. In Japan, owing money is socially embarrassing. That cultural stigma acts as a shield, protecting families from falling into the endless spiral of borrowing. Can you imagine if this mentality were applied here? How many people could avoid losing homes, cars, and decades of peace just by refusing to live chained to debt? And don't think it's impossible to apply in America. Today, you can find Kakeibo-style apps, budgeting spreadsheets, and even communities dedicated to this method. Technology can be your ally in bringing this century-old wisdom into your daily life. There are no excuses. The resources exist. What's missing is discipline. So, let me ask you, how many times have you sacrificed your financial freedom just to impress others? How many times have you gone into debt to look good when you could have saved and built something real? The Japanese secret is right in front of you. The real question is, will you keep living on autopilot or will you decide to change? And now I want to hear from you. What's the most useless expense you made in the last few months? Drop your answer in the comments. Your story might open someone else's eyes who's going through the exact same thing.